Good afternoon. Today we're doing an SEO audit of GromeanSecurity.com. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Howdy, I'm Kieran from Clear Imaging, and I've been doing search engine optimization since all the way back in 2003. I'm doing this today because I want to give you my knowledge so you can grow your business. The goal of this audit is to 1. Find SEO mistakes in your website, and 2. Give you the solution. I just want to make it very clear, this is just a brief 10-minute SEO audit. We will not have time to go over every SEO point, but we will be able to go over the major things so you can make some big changes. Okay, let's dive right in. I'm going to right click on the edge here. Try that again. View page source. Going to look for the title. The title tells Google what your page is all about. It's super important. Here we have your company name, your main keyword phrases, 2 of them. All we need now is your service area. So if it's Mobile, Alabama, then you should put comma Mobile, Alabama. And then that will be that, A+, perfect. All right, let's keep going. So next is the headings. If you remember on Microsoft Word, you have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 when you're formatting paragraphs. But we also have that on web pages, and we call them H1s, H2s, and H3s. Google looks at those and uses that as a guide for what the page is about. So your heading 1 is this guy right here. So I would add in your company, I would say your service area, or I would put in blah 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 service area. So this could be optimized a little more. So that's what I would suggest. All right, let's check out the rest of your page here. So for the amount of text, you should have about 500 words or more. When Google's comparing your site to your competitors, one of the factors it uses is amount of quality text. If they have more than you, they can rank higher than you. For instance, if you had one page about active shooter solutions and they had 10 pages, they would probably rank higher than you. So long story short, let's get 500 words per page. Now we're going to open some of these and see how they do on amount of text and then the headings as well. So we've got our heading 1 right here. Heading 2, some text, not too bad, definitely not 500 though. Heading 1, some text. Heading 2, got a heading 1, a bunch of heading 3s. This could definitely use some more text. Heading 1, we've got an amazingly deep page here, lots of content. This page definitely hits the mark, so good job on that. Heading 1, heading 2s, this could use some more text. Ooh, donuts. Heading 1, heading 2, yeah, this could use some more text for sure. So I think you get the idea. So let's get 500 words per page. I see we have our security certificate. Good job, that is important for your SEO and for your web visitors. Did some tests, Google page speed. I think your website is built using a platform, maybe it's Wix or Squarespace, possibly WordPress, although it didn't look like it. They don't do too well on the Google page speed. Over at Clear Imaging, this is us, our sites are usually in the 90s, almost always in the mid-90s, so. But your page is mobile friendly, so good job. Your site is mobile friendly. And broken links, you do have a few broken links, so check that out. You don't want to have broken links. And let's keep going here. Coming back. So I see that you don't have a testimonials page. Right, so you want to get one of those, reviews or testimonials, put it up here, paste in whatever you can from other platforms. You can take your Yelp, and then go ahead and use that as content because Google loves more text. So if we went over to your Yelp to see how many reviews you have, do you have any? None? Oh no. Well, if you had Yelp reviews, you can copy them and then just paste them into your new testimonial page. Let's get that going. How about social media? Got them down here. This is good. Instagram, cool. This is important because it links, creates an association with your domain so Google can understand that these are your properties. Very good. How about amount of pages? You have a decent amount of pages, but the thing with SEO is there's never enough pages. You don't just make enough pages and then think you're done with it. Like, well, we did 5 pages this year, I think we're good. It's actually a never-ending process. SEO is a weekly or monthly activity. It's actually a race. Everyone is trying to get that top spot in Google. And you don't get to the top in Google by doing the bare minimum. You get to the top of Google by doubling down and usually creating lots of quality content. That is one way to get to the top of Google, is creating quality content continuously. So you and all your competitors are somewhere in the race to get to the top. So the ones you can help yourself get to the top by creating more content. But on the same point, if you're not creating content, then the guys who are going to pass you by. So if you're not making that page every 1 or 2 weeks, you're making just a few a year, the guys who are making a page a week are going to pass you. Google looks at a website that's making 50 pages a year, adding them on, looks at a website that's making 5 pages a year, it's going to view them differently completely. So in 2020, you need to really be thinking with that, all right? All right, let's go check you out over here. So, good average rating, 5, but low amount of reviews. I'm sure you've had much more than 5 customers at your company. So you really need to get this going. Get up to 50 and then get up to 100. The psychological impact of seeing 100 plus reviews is really incredible. Businesses will just get business alone for that reason. They see the prospect is Googling and they see the competitor has 100 plus and someone like your company only has a handful. They're just going to go with the guy with 100 because they feel safer. And it doesn't matter if they're a millennial, a Gen X, or a boomer. They're online, they're doing their research. You're in a service industry, so people are on the web doing their research before they commit, and reviews are a huge factor in that. So really, 2020, we need to get those reviews for you. Also, it's going to help you rank on local search in maps. On Google Maps, the more reviews you have, the better you're going to rank, so it's very important as well. If you've given up and you need help with all that, we do have a service where we help you get those reviews. It's called Reputation Management, from your past and current customers, so just let us know. Okay, coming back here to your site. Your site is very professional, design-wise, not, setting aside SEO for a moment. It looks really great, really professional. There are some areas where the photos are too stock, like this whole section. These photos are too stock. They look like they're too stock. I hope you get what I mean by that. They should look a little more they should look a little less stock is what I'm trying to say. You get a lot more and much of a better impression because so much stock is being used these days. It's just people look at it and they go blank. The prospect looks at it and it just goes blank in their mind because it looks so staged, right? So it almost works in your favor to have the photos look a little more homemade, but still professional. Anyway, that has nothing to do with SEO, but just as a design point as I'm going through your site, I just want to throw that at you. Anyway, to sum it up, let's get some more pages on this website, more content, and then those reviews. That'll be a 1-2 punch, and that will be very effective for your SEO for 2020. And that's just about does it for our SEO audit. And if you found that helpful, please let me know. I hope you did. There's no way to cover every SEO point, but we really did go over the major ones, so you can take that and run with it. If you've been watching this and you've been thinking, hey, I don't have time for this, I want these guys to do it for me, then we can certainly help you with that. We've been helping small business owners get their websites moving up in Google since 2004, and we only employ 100% ethical SEO techniques. That's why we're still around. And we do offer advanced SEO services that can dramatically increase your rank in Google, so please speak to us about that if you're interested. Until then, if you have any questions on this SEO audit, I'm happy to help you. Just let me know, and I'd love to give you more knowledge. Until then, thanks a lot and take care.